So how important is the human element in AI? Because you see all these solutions that people are touting out there that you don't need a pen tester, you don't need this. You can run this tool and it takes care of everything for you. But what are your thoughts on completely autonomous versus the human interaction? How valuable is that to still have in the process?
At this current time, I think, it's invaluable. I think that we're at a place with AI right now where we haven't achieved that spark essentially, And so for pen testing, especially for these things that really take understanding business logic as well as the technical piece of it and just the human factor of the things that happen, I think it'll be a while before AI can fully replicate that. And for any of these systems, at least in their current state and how they operate, there needs to be new content. If we just keep recycling AI into AI, it's going to progressively get worse. And so, I always tout our team, we call it hacker in the loop. We're not going to put anything out that is just AI generated. We're not going to do anything that is just AI generated. Every single thing that comes out needs to be validated and tested and things like that. And not to say that we need to have somebody reading over every line of code that the AI produces, but you should have a robust testing solution for what it produces to make sure it's going to do what you're saying you want it to do or what you're asking it to do. Um, but that AI is going to help either move with it, or it's going to move past you.
Very cool. So for anyone that's wanting to get started in offensive security these days, what would you recommend? Because so much has changed since you've got in it, and you mentioned Jacob earlier. You got to see what Jacob done, and by the way, I just really admire the fact that you gave him a chance. He very much deserved it. But one of the things I would like to see the industry do is take more chances on people. There's supposed to be this shortage of talent. If people would take a chance, they'd be amazed what they can find and get past that hard set job description. But kind of
Yeah,
back
yeah,
on,
there's a lot of gatekeeping going on. I agree. And I've never liked that. And I think that's partially because of my upbringing and how I came into cybersecurity, and so I value different viewpoints. But to your question about how to break into it, I think that a lot of the traditional paths are still super viable. Doing the help desk and sysadmin and any kind of technical route to get familiarization with technology and processes and large organizations and how they do those things is great. But if you don't have the opportunity to do those things and you don't have the ability to get out there and do that, AI offers us a very unique opportunity to be able to ask the questions of what would be normal in those organizations and what should I study, or how can you explain this to me in five different ways so that hopefully I can understand. I don't know how many posts I've seen on Twitter where you'll have a PhD level mathematician on there that's like, I didn't understand this proof for the last 5-10 years, and I could never get it working correctly, or didn't understand why it produced what it did. I gave it to the AI, and in about 15 minutes of back and forth, it was able to explain it to me in a way that I understood. And then I was able to use that and apply it elsewhere. I've seen mathematicians, social planners, everything across the board is made kind of improved by being able to use AI and kind of augment their capabilities.